are over, and that is why I look like this. But before we get into the rest of the vlog, which is probably going to be more like putting together bookshelves I've been putting off and hanging up all the coats that my mom sent me but haven't had time to put the hooks on the wall and hang them up. So before we get into all of that, I thought I would talk a little bit about finals because I'm through it now, and like this isn't tips on how to take finals because I still don't know, but just kind of explain what finals looked like for 1Ls at Stanford this year. And so we had 5 courses, and 2 of them weren't like courses that you would have a final in. One was a discussion seminar, and that was kind of up to the professor what it looked like. We didn't even have writings required for mine. It was just all discussion based. Some people had like short answers or just kind of like reflective papers, so like not really strict guidelines. And then for our other class that didn't have a final, we had a final written assignment, and that was for our legal research and writing class, and that's been turned in for a month and a half now, at least a month. And so we got that back graded a little while ago, but not that long ago because I haven't really reviewed mine yet. So I've been focused on studying for finals. So now that that's over, I'll look at it again. But yeah, so we didn't have finals for those courses, but we did for our 3 doctrinal courses, which I think it used to be 4, but because we're on a quarter system, they thought that it would be beneficial to have them spread out a little bit more. So what that has meant has been just a lot of Zoom, even, you know, kind of review sessions on Zoom. Hard to kind of form study groups, although my section's great. Like there's always somebody asking, hey, I'm going to take this practice test. Do you want, you know, I will be ready to review it in 2 days if anybody wants to take it and then talk about it with me. So good for that, but still a little hard to sync up because you never formed like a very specific group to study with, unless like I think some people may have had roommates and stuff that made sense for them. But yeah, so we kind of got to set our own schedule for this, which made that a little bit harder as well. Like usually everybody would be taking one test on, you know, a certain day at a certain time, and then everybody else would also be taking it then. This year we had just a week, or like a week and a day, because it started on Friday and ended on Friday, to take all of our tests or all of our exams and just kind of pick whenever you want to take it. Each class was 4 hours, just like a 4-hour window kind of set through our platform that you could take it. Like once you pressed start, that was when your 4 hours started. And or at least that's what the schedule said. One of my classes was actually 3 hours, and it was kind of a relief because it was my last one. And the thing about law school is if they give you 4 hours, we're probably gonna just take the 4 hours because there's always something to be done. And I feel like I've jumped ahead a little bit. So what I will say is I had contracts, civil procedure, and torts, and not to like give information about tests. So I will just say that some of them have policy questions, some of them don't, but they were all kind of like issue spotters, which is why you would take some, you know, you could take the whole whatever amount of time they give you, because there's always issues. Like there are the big issues that you're supposed to catch and kind of walk all the way through. And then there are also smaller issues that like you might know and try to answer, but if you don't have time, like you want to get through all of the big things. So like if they'd given us 6 hours instead, then like it probably would have been a little bit more polished and gone further into information about the smaller issues instead of just like noting and kind of giving a quick rundown of what that could mean. So that's what the finals looked like. Some people took them like starting on Friday. I didn't take my first one on Friday. You know, everybody was at their own pace, but it was good. This quarter, the reason it's set up like that, of course, is because of our situation. And because of that situation, 1Ls were also on a pass-fail system. So it took off a lot of the pressure. It made me feel like once I felt like I was ready to take the test, I could just take it. I didn't feel like I just needed to keep reviewing and reviewing and reviewing. But also, it didn't take off all the pressure because none of us knew what we were doing. So that was it for finals. I feel so relieved. I know everyone feels relieved. It's just been a group of people telling each other congratulations over and over again as people finish, because that's the kind of section I had. So we're done, and I'm not going to start worrying about next quarter for a little bit. So I'm going to do the projects I've been putting off and maybe apply for internships. Well, definitely apply for internships, but like how quickly I get started on that and how much I share is up in the air. But I hope that was like a good quick rundown of what finals were like here. And now we're on to me building, because I really want these bookshelves. Sorry I look bald also, by the way, but as you can see, ponytail. I'm going to try to take you along for the rest of this week, and first up is the post office. I don't go to the post office all the time, but it is Christmas. Okay, so I've got these packages to send off because I'm not going home, and don't worry, nobody's address is visible, but yeah, I'm going to take these to the post office, and then I'm going to handle my corner of shame. So this is my corner of shame. Before all of this was here, I had boxes that needed to be recycled, and now I have things I want to put together or unpack that I just haven't had time to do because of finals. And that includes like stuff my mom sent me in these boxes, and then something for organizing my closet in this box, and then bookshelves that will actually go right here, hopefully today and tomorrow. Okay, so daylight goes fast, so I'm going to try to get these sent off and get going and just get things done. So this is not a good look, and I honestly spilled water on my shirt when I was doing dishes, but this is better than I've done in the past 2 or 3 weeks, so this is as good as it's gonna get today. I have zero intentions of driving with you on the dash, but going to the post office, I'm not walking, driving. Also, I put on this jacket because it's December, but it is so hot outside. Like, what? How hot is it? It is 76 degrees. Like, this is insane. But, I'm using my pockets for everything, so the jacket stays. So even though I needed to mail some packages, I also needed stamps because I'm mailing some letters. So I decided to get not holiday ones because I'm probably going to use these throughout the year, and yeah, I don't want them to say Merry Christmas all year, or Happy Holidays, or anything. Okay, so it's been a while, and that is because I got distracted trying to set up my new gimbal for this camera, and I finally have it working. Well, mostly. So I have that set up so things shouldn't be choppy when I film, but I also have to learn how to use it, so bear with me. But yeah, I'm still gonna start putting this stuff together back here, but I may not finish tonight, which is fine. I don't need this floor space. I don't need this floor space to do what I'm gonna do, so, or I don't need this floor space to like go to bed and live my life, so if I don't finish, it's just gonna be there until tomorrow. So I have got the bookshelves done. I only have a few things in there, but these were books to measure how high I needed to make the shelves. Okay, and then I also put one shelf for shoes. It's really skinny. It's not going to be heeled or anything. Then one for bags, or bags and shoes. I'll do that tomorrow. Okay, so that's it for tonight. I'm not going to do the other box that I have to do until tomorrow sometime, probably when I'm putting everything in the bookshelf, and then I will organize my closet, put books on it, and then put that together over there. But for now, it's kind of late, so I'm going to straighten up the kitchen, be ready to recycle things in the morning, and watch Euphoria for a little bit, because a new episode of that came out while I was studying for finals. Okay, so we're back to me talking to you at my desk, which is like our usual. I just got done putting away my groceries. I had like a first thing Walmart and Target pickup, or I can pick my Target pickup time, but if I was going to Walmart, I was going to go to Target too. I changed from the matching shirt to a sweater because I didn't want to just be wearing all beige. But don't worry, I'm still wearing sweatpants. I'm not going anywhere. I'm gonna get back to kind of the stuff that I was doing yesterday, but I need to get a jump on applying to internships. So for anybody who's interested in kind of the law school stuff, I thought I would talk a little bit about it. I was gonna say a lot, but not really. Some applications opened on December 1st. I was kind of ready to go then, but not fully. I have like a resume and I have references. I need to double check with some of them about what contact information they want me to use. I have like different statements that can be used for different things, and if one needs something specifically, I'll just hold off on that. My writing sample was almost done, but it needs some like tweaking, and so I didn't have time once finals were happening. So that's going to happen today. I'm going to look up to see if anything is opened. Some of the things that I want to apply to, even the ones that I want to apply to first, didn't open exactly on December 1st. They opened on the 4th, or this Monday, which was the 7th. So that's, like you can apply to something that wasn't open anyway. So I'm going to double check to see what's open today and then apply over the next couple of days. And then I'll probably do another round next week. But yeah, so I'll be doing all of this in the background of this week. For 1Ls, at least this year, things are a little bit delayed. So things that would have happened December 1st or the first couple of weeks of December are delayed until either right now or we'll wait until January. But generally, 1Ls don't intern at firms. They can. There are some markets that are more open to it, and obviously, like, there are also special programs and things like that for diversity, for specific areas of interest, and generally people will apply to those, but then also they will apply to government and nonprofit and in-house positions. And so I think most people I know are applying to a mixture and just kind of seeing what comes of it. I think that covers it. So yeah, all of those pieces, most of which we've, at least I know at Stanford, they've worked with us on for the quarter, just kind of like reminders that maybe you should start working on your resume, and if you want someone to look at it, send it in, or now's a good time to start editing your writing sample, or thinking about personal statements. So that's kind of like what it looks like from this perspective. I'm probably going to be working on this in the background for the next few days, few weeks, few months, just off and on. But I just kind of want to share a little bit about this now, since it's kind of like the main thing I'm doing now that finals are over. And other than that, I'm free. Okay, so we're back to the bookshelves, and I have books. Let me just show you. I have these books piled here, and then I have a small stack of books beside my bed, which, to be fair, are my to be read pile. And then I've got kind of like these knickknacks that have just been under my bed. I have these boxes that have been under my bed. Some more knickknacks, some books, and they need to go up. Not away, but different places. So it's not that I think this like unit, these two tiny bookshelves, will save me exactly, but they will definitely help and it'll look nice. So here we go. Okay, so I have everything stored away for this now, and now I'm going to start working on a closet, but you can see the bags and books and things, and then the bottom is white because just from the side it's just like stuffed full of shoes and things. I think we have seen enough of me building stuff this week, so I'm just going to go ahead and show you the pieces and show it together. And yeah, so here we go with the pieces, and we'll have it put together here. And now that it's built, I need to put it up. My closet is absolutely a mess, but I'm going to put it up here and fill it with sweaters and things. So we've got everything up off the top of this dresser, and just enough cubbies. And I'm realizing that I have enough room for another one, probably, if I need to. So it doesn't look like it because of the angle, but from inside, I think there is. With everything stored away, with that, I will say good night and see you tomorrow or the next day.
The leaves are so unchanging. Oh, Christmas tree. Oh, Christmas tree. The leaves are so unchanging.
Okay, good morning. Quick rundown of how today is going to go. At some point, I will have to do my hair. Right now is not that time. I think I'm going to, first off, so the boxes, I still haven't done anything with them. I think what I'm going to do is take the things out of the boxes, put them in my closet. Just like, I have a second dresser. I have a second dresser back here, so I can put stuff in, and on top of it, at least one of the drawers is empty. But yeah, so I am going to empty the boxes out so that I can recycle them and then take the trash out as well. Some of the stuff in the boxes, like coats and stuff, the stuff is eventually going to go right here by the front door. I have command hooks, and I have a small project for this that I anticipate will happen over the next couple of days, hopefully. And then the coats will go here, and then the rest of the clothes will go in my closet or in drawers or something. Because my other plans for today are to shoot a what's new in my wardrobe, and I'm going to need this space to kind of show actually what it is or what the items are on me. So to shoot that, I probably am going to want to paint my nails again. Hold on. They just like this chips so easily because I just did this a couple days ago, so I'm going to do that. I also plan on working some more on just like the application stuff that I was doing yesterday. So I think order is put away items, recycle, trash, nails, and study. And then I will get ready to actually do the what's in my wardrobe. So
Not only green
So this is the carnage of after doing a what's new in my wardrobe. So for now, I need to clean this up as quickly as possible and listen to Taylor Swift's surprise album drop from today, Evermore. Jeez, like how do you put out 2 albums in 1 year that are so long, but like she's so good. And once that's cleaned up, I will have quick dinner and then probably edit because I want to get this video up. Not the vlog, but the what's new in my wardrobe. I want to get it up tomorrow morning. We shall see. So I'm gonna have some of this for dinner. It's from Trader Joe's and I usually pick one up if I don't already have one in the freezer. It's supposed to be an hors d'oeuvre, but I'll eat like half of it with a salad or just it by itself. So that's dinner. So happy Friday morning. I have not finished editing my video yet, but I will still get it up today, hopefully. But for now, I'm doing really quickly a panel with a summer program. I think it's a good way to have a touch point if you're interested in an internship or summer associate program, just to, you know, if they offer things, especially with Zoom and there's like no in-person options, just to get your name on their list so that they know that you actually are interested. So that's what I'm doing now. And yeah, I'll do that and then I'll go back to editing and my Friday, which like every day has felt like Friday since I finished finals, but it's actually Friday. So just a quick update. I did the panel for an hour and, you know, it was like an anonymous panel. And these are good for just kind of gathering little bits of information to talk about either in interviews, if you get one, or in your cover letter to talk about why you like that firm, institution, nonprofit, whatever it is. And, you know, like they're not the most interesting things. Okay, sorry about that. I just got an email that the mat that I have, like my welcome, like a hello goodbye mat that I've had in my hallway for months is not okay. And like, I think most of my neighbors have them, and this is such a weird thing. I've never lived somewhere where having a welcome mat outside of your door for a hallway as wide as mine, like, isn't okay, but I'll get that later. But yeah, back to what I was saying. They're just good for gathering information so that you have things to talk about wherever you need them for cover letters or interviews. And otherwise, it was just kind of like a quick touch point. So I am back to editing. The offending doormat in all its glory. Okay, so I've got so many lights on because it is actually gross in California today. Would have thought, but winter has definitely come. The leaves don't look so great. That's okay because I am mostly staying inside today. So I made coffee really quick, even though it was late morning as I got ready for the day. Not as nice as I did when I was filming my what's new in my wardrobe, but better than I started the week. So I'm gonna make lunch really quick, and I think I'm gonna make, well, not think, I know, I'm gonna make Chrissy Teigen's taco salad, and I will try to link some version of it, but it's in her cookbook, so we'll see. But yeah, it's lunchtime. That's one of my favorite salads, and I'm really excited for lunch. have the salad now with a few caveats or tweaks, I guess. I used it already pre-made dressing. Once I realized that it was basically a French dressing, I got a bottle of Catalina, which I think is also kind of like a French dressing, and it's just more shelf stable until I knew I was going to make this, and also I can just put it in the fridge and keep it for a while. So as I have this over the next couple of months, not the exact same salad, but as I make this. And then my avocado wasn't ripe. I tried to put it in the oven and quick ripen it. Lesson learned, rookie mistake. I should have left one out when I bought them a few days ago. So maybe next time I will have one, but I don't think it'll like spoil or anything. And then instead of sour cream, I used fat-free Greek yogurt. But that's like really the changes. I love anything with Cool Ranch Doritos on it. So, oh, one last thing. I don't make her taco seasoning. I just use whatever taco seasoning I have, which is like just that general mix of spices. Trader Joe's is really spicy. If you use too much, I use like a little bit and then add chili powder and garlic powder to kind of give it more flavor without the kick. Yeah, so late lunchtime. So I have some hooks, and these are ones I already had from my last apartment, but I bought a couple more, and I was going to rub and buff them, but I'm realizing that everything in this part of the apartment is kind of like a brushed chrome, so why paint something gold to go with all of this chrome stuff, even though I have gold things elsewhere. So I'm just gonna get these put up to hang up my coats.